Hello, everyone. Welcome again to the Premier Destiny Live Q&A session. So we hold this on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I am bringing you greetings from Paul, who is not able to join us today, but he sends his greetings and hope you get a lot of benefit from participating in this live Q&A session today. All right. For those of you who may not know, Paul and I are from Premier Destiny, and we transform ambitious professionals and business owners alike to go from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Okay, we consider ourselves transformation experts, and we guide and we coach, we mentor individuals to be the best they can be, to get to their full potential. Okay, because we believe life is abundant and that everyone, everyone deserves to enjoy success, experience success and prosperity. And on top of that, have fun while doing that. So again, welcome to this live Q&A today. And we have a very interesting topic or question rather from, let's see, I think it's Karen from Richmond, Virginia. And Karen has sent in her question. I want to read it so I get it right, okay? Let's see. She says, or she asks, how do you recommend handling setbacks without losing motivation? That's a good one, Karen. Thank you so much for sending that in, because many times we, usually like at the beginning of the year, we set goals, we have resolutions and, all those big dreams. But maybe come March, April, May, or towards this time of the year, this is the fourth quarter of the year, we start to lose that flame, that motivation. Something happens, right? And in this case, it could be a setback. So Karen wants to know how to handle those type of situations, okay, without losing the motivation to keep going. I'm going to start out by just reminding us of two very successful, impactful individuals. Um, One is Oprah Winfrey. If not everybody knows Oprah Winfrey. She had to struggle with a childhood of poverty. She had so many challenges in her life, so many adversities. But how did she overcome those challenges, those setbacks that she experienced, especially when she started her TV journey? Okay, today she is a billionaire, a media mogul, and a great philanthropist at that. How about Elon Musk? Elon Musk wanted to, I guess, transform the car industry, so to say, okay, reduce the carbon footprint. He had so many challenges. I mean, at one point, his company Tesla almost went bankrupt. I believe his space company almost went bankrupt as well. But today, he has revolutionized revolutionized the electric car industry. He has turned it around, and even going full speed with his space exploration. They face challenges, they faced adversities, they faced setbacks, but they had a big comeback. Okay, so in our personal and professional journeys, setbacks are bound to come. Not if, but when. They are going to come. But how do we handle them? How do we handle them? When they come, they're like wake-up calls. All of a sudden, reality sets in. It's like a wake-up call. And sometimes, if you're not careful, you may just give up. Okay, you may just give up. Sometimes it's like a minor or inconvenient bump along the way, but other times it kind of shakes the foundation, your core, your very core. It really moves things around. You see your dreams and your plans kind of dissipate in front of you. Okay. Just imagine yourself. Let's take this example. Imagine yourself riding a bike. Now, I don't know why I chose riding a bike because I don't, but you're just riding and the road is smooth. The wind is blowing in your face, your hair. You're just going down, having a nice time, coasting downhill. Everything is fine. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hit a rough patch. Maybe it's potholes, maybe it's a steep hill, and before you know it, you're holding on to the brakes, I guess. You're feeling tense already. That's what a setback could feel like sometimes. Okay. Whether you're in business or in life, they are bound to come. There are those moments that challenge you to really think differently, to reflect, go back to the drawing board, so to say, and figure out how to overcome this setback. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Okay. It can be very disheartening. You can feel fear, you could feel lost sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. As long as you have blood and flesh running through your human body, you're going to feel those emotions. But what is not okay is to dwell on them, and think that your dream is over, your plans are just foiled, you know, and thinking that you're alone in this because you are not. There are millions of people who face these setbacks. In fact, if you are engaged in any endeavor, you're going to face those setbacks at one point or another. Okay. So let those not shatter your dreams, right? So, how do we turn these setbacks to comebacks, so to say? How do we stay motivated? How do we keep that light, that flame of motivation going so that we'll not just come back, but we'll come back even stronger, right? And this is what I'll be sharing with us today. Okay, so Paul and I really thought through this question because, especially as we are coming into the time when people start planning for the next year, they start thinking about their goals, their dreams, resolutions, and so forth. You may want to think of these 7 strategies that I'm sharing with you today as your arsenal to keep you going, with your goals and your dreams. Okay. So, first of all, I would like to say the very first thing to do is to embrace your emotions and listen carefully, because you have to recognize those feelings. They are there. You can't fake them, you can't hide them. They are there. When setbacks come in, it could be you're starting a business and you're looking to apply for a business loan and the bank, you know, disapproves or declines your application. It could be a job. You're looking to get a new job and you've been applying, and this one that you thought you were really going to get, you turn down. Setbacks do happen. Okay. So you have to embrace that emotion, recognize that feeling of sadness, frustration, fear, if, right? They are not the end. They are just signals to wake you up, to get you to refocus. You know, look at yourself, your inner self, and highlight those areas that need attention. You can't deny them. They are there. Okay. But I'm not saying you should dwell on them forever. Okay. And don't don't embrace them so hard that you can't so tight that you can let go of them. Then that will not be serving you positively. Okay. We have to recognize those emotions, because when we recognize them, we can address them. All right. The next thing is to find the lessons and opportunities in the setbacks. You may think that is weird, but every challenge has a lesson in it. and even an opportunity. Okay. See setbacks, no matter how painful they are, that they carry valuable lessons and maybe opportunities. Think of Thomas Edison. It's said that he tried when he was working on the light bulb. He had so many tries, I believe over 10,000 tries, but he saw them not as failure. He actually said, I've just found 10,000 more ways that my project or my experiment will not work. Okay. So don't look at it as the end, right? Look at it as, what lesson am I able to pick from this challenge? What lesson am I able to learn from this challenge? It brings with it a solution. It helps you take a step further. All right. I want to share this story with you that I came across the other day, and I thought it was just so appropriate for Karen's question today. It's about a gentleman who he started his cafe in their downtown or city center, and everything was going so well for him. He was getting many reviews. His business was doing great. Customers were flowing in. You know, the future looked really bright. But guess what? A major coffee chain opened next door to his cafe. What did that do to his business? Things started slowing down. He started losing his momentum. But then what he did, which I think many of us do though, is we don't give up. We don't quit. Okay. We don't quit in the face of adversity. We don't quit in the face of setbacks. He instead decided to focus on what was unique about his cafe. He started inviting local musicians. He started doing what they call loyalty programs. He started selling, local items in his coffees, in his cafe. That started attracting a niche audience for him. Before he knew it, his business was back. He was doing so well. He had crafted his own niche. He had found his own niche. So that was a setback that had a big lesson for him and an opportunity. So learn to look at these setbacks as an opportunity to maybe grow differently, structure your business differently, or repurpose that idea. Okay. All right. The next strategy is to find your community. We all have a community. No man is an island, right? You may have heard it said that your network is your net worth. That is so true. That is so true. The people you surround yourself with will make or break you, right? It's not just a community where you just sit and have fun, entertainment. No, one that will empower you. Okay. Look for a community that you can trust, or maybe someone, uh, a few people that you can trust. They are trustworthy. That will help um, lighten that feeling or that emotion that comes with setbacks. Okay. They may also give you some ideas, suggestions. They may have gone through similar situations before. Okay. They will bring in fresh perspectives, different ways to look at things, so you can reframe that setback maybe into an opportunity, like the gentleman I just talked about with the cafe. Okay. They may help you brainstorm different ways of looking at this setback, right? So that you can move forward. All right. Another strategy, and I really want you to pay attention on this one because I think this is the most powerful strategy that you want to make sure you understand. You want to make sure that you use in the face of a setback. Okay. Is reconnecting with your why. Reconnecting with your why. When that light of motivation starts flickering, when the doubts set in, the fear sets in, remember why you started that venture in the first place. Why did you embark on that course in the first place? Why did you start that business in the first place? Your why. Your why is the passion that got it started to begin with. Okay. So it's also the dream that fuels that ability for you to persevere. Okay. Reconnecting with your why would help kind of ignite your drive to keep you going. It can give you a renewed sense of purpose. Okay, so it's very important. Every dream, every venture, every endeavor, right, starts with a spark, a little spark. That passion, it's about why. Why? Not just what you're going to achieve or what you're going to accomplish, but what is the purpose? What is the reason? What is your why? And how big is your why? Okay. Um, think of it as this. Your why is really the core upon which your foundation is built. It's the foundation upon which your motivation is built. Think of the foundation of a building, for example. It could be a beautiful skyscraper or just a beautiful home, single family home. If the foundation is not solid, sooner or later, that structure is going to collapse. It's going to collapse. So your why has to be very strong. I remember 3 weeks ago, actually, we participated in the Washington, D.C. Alzheimer's Walk. It's an annual event where we raise funds and we work to create awareness and help find a cure for the disease. Okay. And before going in, we knew, the weather forecast was like it's going to rain, but we were determined to go anyway. We had our caps on, our regalia, everything. We were ready to go. So just over halfway through the walk, it started to rain. And some people, not from our group, not from our team, started exiting the walk. They started exiting the walk. But in these challenging moments, what do you do? Do you exit the walk or do you keep going to the finish line? Right? We decided to keep going because some of our team members were walking for their loved ones who were struggling with the disease. Some were walking for loved ones they had loved. Some were walking just for a good cause, to raise awareness, to raise funds, right? So that why was driving them. All of us, I was part of it too, was driving us to keep walking in the rain till we got to the finish line. So how strong is your why? Okay. Reconnect with it and stay motivated in face of setbacks. Okay. But in many cases, we start with the why. We have that purpose, we have that desire to succeed, to accomplish something, to do good. Maybe it's to start a charitable organization or to support an orphanage, whatever it is. Okay, we start with that why. But along the road, something happens over time. It could be our daily tasks, it could be work, it could be external pressures, you know, and those begin to cloud our why. They begin to overshadow our why, right? And before we know it, we are not focused on the why. We are thinking of the what, the how, the who, the when, the where, and we lose sight of the why, right? So it's not enough to have the why or to know the why. It's also very important. It's also very important to make sure that other things in life do not overpower or overshadow our why. And how do we do this? How do we do this? We um try to create time to really sit back and reflect. We call this our why reflection times. We all face challenges and we do too. Sometimes we just have to sit back and create some time and reflect on that why we got started on that, why we got started on that journey, on that project, on that goal in the first place. Okay. So consider setting aside time regularly. Don't wait for the setback, because for some people it may be too late. So consider setting a time regularly. Maybe it could be weekly, it could be monthly, it could be quarterly, where you revisit your why to just give you that momentum, that courage to keep going. Okay. Um, it will also help you to um to give you a renewed sense of energy so you can continue in spite of a setback or adversity. All right. This brings me to the next strategy, which is also very powerful, and that is visualization. So visualize your success. See yourself already living, already experiencing the end now. Okay. That may be too much for some to take it in, but it's doable, it's possible, and there are tools to help you do that. All right. It's a very powerful tool. Visualization is very powerful. It involves creating a mental image, of what it is that you want to accomplish. What would you love? What is it? Is it let's see, maybe retiring early? Maybe you're working two jobs because you want to save enough money to retire early. If that's your case, start visualizing what retirement looks like to you. It could be living in your home that is fully paid, you know. It could be taking exotic trips. It could be, just having fun with your family, your children, maybe grandchildren, you know, or just relaxing in your pool, in your backyard, whatever it is, whatever conjures that emotion of feeling like you're living your retirement, your beautiful retirement life. Try to put yourself in that space and visualize that. Okay. It could be um, getting into business for yourself, whatever you can picture that will help you feel the emotion that you are a successful business owner, you're a successful multimillionaire, or it's your health. It could be your health. It could be an image of a healthy, fit person. Whatever brings that emotion of success, visualize it, create it, right? By so doing, you're solidifying the belief that it's really possible. Okay. It's going to reinforce your ability to achieve that dream, that goal. Okay. And you could do this by creating a vision board. Okay. So a vision board, I have mine on my phone. So when I say vision board, I'm not just talking about you going out and buying a rectangular board or a square board and putting pictures on it. You could do a vision board, could be on your phone, it could be maybe your screensaver or your laptop or your desktop, whatever it is. But if you want to do a board as in a real, wood board or whatever, that's fine. It could be a cardboard. Okay. You can paste pictures of those images that will help you connect, with that emotion of your dream fulfilled. Okay. Of the result that you're looking for, and put those pictures on your, on your board. I have mine on my phone, like I said, and every day I look at my vision board on my phone every day, and it helps me stay focused on the why. It helps me stay focused on the why, so I can keep going on, because I face challenges as well. I face setbacks as well, but especially having been in business for over 21 years, trust me, We have experienced our share of setbacks, but we keep going because we know the why, right? And those vision boards, whether it's our profit and loss account, whether it's our business bustling with happy employees, they help keep us going. So your vision board is very important, right? By keeping that why in front of you, in your, you can see it all the time. Maybe it's on your wall, in your home, in your bedroom. You're seeing those pictures as you walk by. They will help you stay on point. They will help you stay motivated, even in the face of setbacks. Okay. So moving right along, and this is one that sometimes we really do not give much attention to, is to celebrate even the smallest win. Why do we do that? You know, in the midst of adversity or setbacks, we often overlook those small victories. We often overlook those small victories. And I'm saying this, and I'm thinking, I had two major victories about 2 weeks ago, and I did celebrate. My family did celebrate with me. For some of you who may not know, my book, Money Locates You, made it into the Forbes Executive Library. It was accepted into the Forbes Executive Library. That's a big deal. And it also won the Award of Excellence in the business category for its publisher, Hasmark International Publishing. So we did celebrate, right? Even though those were really big victories, I believe, no matter what, the slightest victory is going to keep that momentum going in the face of adversity. So celebrate it. It could be, going out for dinner. It could be treating yourself to a spa. Whatever tickles your fancy, whatever will help you celebrate that victory, do it, because it's a step forward and it's testament to your ability, to testament to the fact that that desire, that dream is going to materialize. As a matter of fact, it is already a reality in the spiritual realm. And we just have to follow the principles to make it manifest, to make it real in the physical realm. So celebrate every step. Okay, it's a progress. It shows progress towards your goal, towards your dream. It shows that you are making change, you're moving forward. And even when the setback comes, you'll be like, I can do this. I got this. I can make it work. Okay. Last but not least is practice self-compassion. Practice self-compassion. Sometimes um we are so hard on ourselves. We are so determined to make that dream come true, that goal accomplished, that we tend to be hard on ourselves. I know I am one of those that I know success is possible no matter what. And sometimes I get a little hard on myself, but I've learned over the years, especially in teaching and coaching others on personal development, that I have to take it easy on myself. Because when you take it too hard on yourself, you can deflate that energy, right? So take it easy, be compassionate. Self compassion is very important. Self love, be kind to yourself, okay? If you're not, it can break your spirit, and I know sometimes these setbacks are so hard that they can crush your spirit and you just want to give up. But on those days, stand in front of your mirror, look at yourself in the face, and tell yourself that you can do this, that you are capable, you are smart, you have all the resources. Say some positive affirmations to yourself. Give yourself some self love. Pamper yourself, like I said earlier, right? Just maybe you want to dress well. I know Paul is not here today, but I'm going to just share this with you. So sometimes when I see him really dressed to the T, I know something is going on. And he's just going to work. I know something is going on. But he wants to feel good from within. So he's one of his ways to do that self-love, to practice self-compassion, is he would dress himself well. Okay. So whatever you can do to love yourself, to, make you feel good, do it. Okay, just do it. You don't know the degree to which it's going to help rekindle that spirit, that fire within you. All right. So, Karen, I hope you're watching today. And for all those who have been watching, thank you again for joining us on this Q&A live session with Premier Destiny. And don't look at setbacks as the end. Okay, we can experience those emotional upheavals, so to say, right? But that's not the end. We just have to acknowledge them. We recognize them, like I said, we embrace them if we have to, but not for too long, because they're not here to stay. Trust me, they're not here to stay. Sometimes they just test our resolve, they test our determination, they test our perseverance, right? They test our whys. But like I said, if why is strong enough, we're going to keep going. So we're going to acknowledge them, but we keep going. Using the strategies I've shared with you today, these 7 strategies, you may be practicing all of them. I would encourage you to, but you can start by just picking one that you think you can, practice, that you think will help you um, face whatever challenge or whatever setback that you are experiencing. you know, to emerge stronger, wiser, and even more resilient. Like I said, it's not just to come back, but to come back even stronger, to come back to the point where others will look and it's like, wait a minute, what did you do? How did you do this? How were you able to resurface, to come back from such a setback, right? And then you haven't just accomplished your goal or realized your dream, you are now a different person, and you can take on an even experience greater results in bigger and more loftier goals, more bigger projects. We believe that our DNA is one of increase. We are always increasing. We're always setting the bar higher. So when you are able to go through one setback, you're able to persevere using these strategies I've shared with you today, you come out feeling more empowered, more emboldened to take even bigger, take on even bigger goals, more bigger projects, engage bigger ideas, dream bigger, think bigger, right? Because you have your arsenal, in your tool bag, these strategies that I've just shared with you today, right? So hopefully you'll be sending in any questions that you have. Maybe you just need some clarification. You can do so. Please feel free to do so, so we can help others come back from setbacks into victories. Okay? All right. Why not? Why not? Because in our heart of hearts, we know that every setback is nothing but a setup. Like I said, it's not here to stay. But sometimes you may think it's here to stay. It's almost like a setup, trying to test your resolve, trying to test your ability to stay the course, right? So don't fall into that setup, so to say. Don't fall into that. Don't let it stop you from moving forward. Don't let it shatter your dreams. Don't let it kill that dream within you, because you can do it. We've done it many times. You can do it too. So many others have done it. You can do it too. I started out giving the example of Oprah and Elon Musk. Maybe you think they're so far out there, so high up there. Look at people who have done well in your community. To them, engage them in conversation. They have faced setbacks too. Okay. And you may be able to learn a thing or two. But I believe with these strategies shared with you here today, you'll be able to, you know, overcome those setbacks as well. And you'll be able to transform your setbacks into victories. All right. Okay. So please send in your questions. You can send them. You can see the email address scrolling there, but it's support@premierdestiny.com. Again, it's support at premierdestiny.com, and Premier is with an E, or hop onto our website, right? Premierdestiny.com, www.premierdestiny.com. We have a lot of resources on there to help you. And you may also contact us from our contact page on our website. And hopefully, we'll be taking your question next week. Until then, life is good. Make the best of it. Thank you for joining us today. See you next week. Bye bye.